Thank you, Susan, and thank you all for being here. This is a very hard time, but it's a very wonderful moment of celebration of life, survival, goodness, sharing, and caring, which we saw, as Ron Nork noted just a few minutes ago, the Oklahoma Standard. On behalf of my wife, Kathy, who is with me today, again, thank you for being here. And all of you, President Clinton, obviously Secretary Johnson, representatives of the law enforcement community, Director Comey, so many of you gave so much during that agonizing period. The Secret Service, as a matter of fact, an agency that at one time reported to me, we lost 6 Secret Service employees in this building where I'm standing on April 19th, 1995. The agony was persistent. The agony appeared never to end. This was a place of unspeakable horror and tragedy. How some evil individual would do what he did to snuff out the lives of 168 of our neighbors and friends is unforgivable and absolutely unimaginable, but it occurred. And after that, with that tree, the survivor tree was stripped of every leaf, and it survived. And after that, when this parking lot where many of us are seated were cars on fire, those fires were extinguished and the area returned to normal. Oklahoma City has become a Renaissance community. The state of Oklahoma has become a Renaissance state. Much of that is the result of the goodness, the kindness, the sharing, the caring, the Oklahoma Standard that was established here during those agonizing weeks. And it persists. At the Murrah Center for the Study of Homeland Security Law and Policy, we have a number of United States attorneys. I'm a former United States attorney myself. Some 12 of them are visiting, participating in the conversations and the discussions. And yesterday, as I went to Oklahoma City University to make a few comments and moderate a panel, one of the U.S. attorneys had a big grin on his face. He said, "You all talked about the Oklahoma Standard. It's true. Let me tell you what happened last night." Well, night before last, there were 5 or 6 of them wandering up the street, trying to find a restaurant to have dinner. And obviously they were lost. And a city bus pulled up next to them, said out of service. The door opened and the bus driver said, "May I help you all?" And they, dressed as I am, looked at him, didn't think they were going to be mugged, but didn't quite know what was going to happen. And they said, no, we're fine. We're going to XYZ restaurant. And he said, "Well, you're lost. You're not going in the right direction. Pile in. I'll take you there." So the city bus driver loaded up these U.S. attorneys and took them to dinner. That is the Oklahoma Standard. That is a statement of faith and fellowship that we have seen in this wonderful community since those agonizing, horrible days and months following this tragedy. God bless you all, and thank you very much for being here.